welcome to News with Pine.
I'm Ash.
I'm Jay.
And today we're going to be going over the latest in US immigration news.
For our first major story, we're going to talk about spousal EAD delays due to the new biometric requirement. So the backstory is that the Trump administration introduced a lot of different policies that either made it very difficult or would entirely prevent certain immigrant groups from coming to the US. One of those things is a new biometric requirement.
Yeah, and we know this specifically affects H4 and L2 visa holders and their ability to extend their visas, thereby affecting their ability to obtain a work permit to work in the US. We know there has been a lawsuit filed against this action, and we're going to continue monitoring the story and keep you guys updated as and when we learn more.
So next we're going to talk about travel bans. First is the no ban, which stands for National Origin-Based Anti-Discrimination for Non-Immigrants. Yeah? It's a mouthful, but essentially it is what it stands for, what the acronym sounds like, no ban. It's essentially a bill that says that any current or future president is not allowed to create travel bans specifically around religion. And so this bill has passed through the House and is on its way to the Senate, and we'll see how that goes. Another important thing is that it officially repeals any travel bans that have been in place around religion. And so, for instance, the previous Muslim travel ban from the Trump administration.
Yeah, and for our next travel-based story, we're going to be looking at India. As a lot of you may know, India is currently experiencing a really bad second wave of COVID-19 outbreaks. This has led to the US issuing a level 4 travel warning for anyone wanting to travel to India. Now, this is not necessarily a travel ban, but it's the US trying to discourage people traveling to India from the US. We should also note that a couple other countries have issued a travel ban against traveling to India. This includes the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, and a few more countries.
All right, and then for our last major piece or section of news, we're going to talk about the Biden administration's first few months. And so first we'll talk about the refugee cap. And when Biden was campaigning previously, he had talked about how he wanted to, increase the refugee cap, especially after the Trump administration had decreased it, at least back to pre-Trump levels. But a few days ago or recently, the Biden administration announced that they were not going to do that. They were going to leave the cap at where it was. And so they faced pretty significant backlash due to that and have decided to, walk back on that statement and is instead going to announce any new changes on May 15th. So it's a little hard to follow, but we'll see when they make the new announcement.
Yeah. Moving on to a place where we've actually seen a cap increase. The Biden administration has been able to add some seasonal worker visas or H-2B visas. These are non-agricultural immigrant workers, so anyone ranging from athletes to camp counselors and so on and so forth. The usual cap sat at 66,000 visas, and there have been an additional 22,000 visas that have just been added. And other than that, I think we don't have any other major updates on the highly skilled immigrant visas.
And now for our last section, Lightning news. First, the USCIS is officially accepting public input around immigration. So if you've had anything you wanted to say, you can let them know. Link is in the description below.
Yeah, and the USCIS has also opened up online filings for OPT. OPT stands for Optional Practical Training. This allows students enrolled in any US colleges to be able to work. And we have links for that as well in our description. And I think that actually wraps up all of the news we had for you guys this week. Do subscribe to our channel to stay in the know of all the latest in immigration news.
We also have a website, withpine.co, that you could check out. And if you're interested in anything else that we're doing, you can look at our social media accounts below.
See you next time.
Bye.